In the Showdown, I will be competing in the tall bikini division. I had been training with Vince for about 9 months, and I felt that I actually wasn't going to push myself to get to that next level unless I had like a goal to reach. So I decided to enter the bikini contest, and I knew that if I had like a deadline to meet, that I would push myself that extra step. Gosh, this has definitely by far been the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. My life has pretty much turned upside down. I breathe, eat, and sleep this show. I wake up, I go do morning cardio, I make sure I get my supplements in, my meals in on time, and then I work. I go straight to the gym after work. It's just crazy. I knew there was going to be dieting, and I knew there was going to be exercise, and I was already a clean eater, and I was already exercising daily, but I never expected it to be this much more difficult. The dieting you take to basically an extreme, like you're eating chicken and tilapia every night with broccoli and asparagus. And you take for granted like the little things, like your cup of rice that you used to enjoy and you just was whatever is now the most amazing thing in the world, and you can't have it anymore. So it's very difficult when you're just limited to a certain amount of foods and you have to stick to it, especially since everyone else basically around you is still eating those foods and you can't. So it makes it that much harder to just stick to your diet. And then the exercise regimen. I mean, I was used to going to the gym once a day, and when it got bumped up to twice, like I have to wake up extra early to get my morning cardio in, and then I have to run to the gym right after work so I can be there for my training and for my cardio. It's a lot of time. You put a lot of time into it. More like, what supplements am I not taking? I wake up in the morning and I always joke around. I tell people I took my cocktail of pills this morning for breakfast because I take my woman's multivitamin as soon as I wake up, my L-carnitine, my super chain amino acids, and my velocity pills. I also take my Expel for my water loss. I am taking my Nutrition Direct Whey chocolate protein, and I also drink the Isopure's whey protein. We basically all help each other out. We see each other in the morning. We're accountable to each other. So if I don't see Crystal in the morning, like in the afternoon, I'll be like, hey Crystal, where were you in the morning? Or vice versa. And we just kind of all push each other. Like, it's a lot easier if you're not on your own because you have other people there to help you with it. So, I don't know, we can kind of all, you're not in it alone, so you know, like I'll text Alexis like, oh my God, I want to eat this so bad. And she'll say, oh, me too, but we're sticking to our broccoli instead. So it just helps that you're not in it by yourself, and then you have someone else to talk to about like the mood swings, because you don't realize what the diet actually does, not only to you like physically like tired, but mentally it's exhausting because you're not used to eating like no carbs or very little carbs, so it does mess with you a little bit. And it's nice to have someone else to talk to about it that doesn't think you're crazy. I see my body change every day, and I see like the definition, the tone, like I see my legs toning up, I see my like abs coming in, my arms are starting to tone up. It's just crazy. And even though I'm like dead tired when I wake up in the morning, I'm excited to go look in the mirror to see how my body changed. And I know that sounds crazy, but it gets me out of bed. Well, I weighed myself this morning. I'm at 119. When I first started training with Vince, I was probably 170. So I have lost a lot. My body fat right now is at 6.2%, and I think when I started training, I was like at a 19 or something ridiculous like that. But it has changed a lot, and it's funny how like strong your body gets, because I've never been able to do a pull-up, and just like 2 days ago I was able to do my first pull-up, and it was like the most exciting thing in the world. So. I have to say that what I will be taking away from this experience more than anything is discipline and teamwork, because even though I'm not going to be up there with a team on stage, I have my girls at the gym who I work out with day in and day out, and we're accountable to each other. And I also have my trainer who, in a way, I feel like I'm accountable to him as well, since I see him put so much time and effort into my training, and I see these girls at the gym, so I feel like I don't want to let them down, so it kind of keeps me on track. And in a way, I think that is the most rewarding part about all of this, and what I'll be taking away from it.
Got Liz Oliva here, took first place in the tall class, just barely lost the overall pose down, but man, you had your competition, you had a lot of stiff competition out there, Liz. After prejudging this morning, did you expect to place this high?
I mean, everyone looked amazing, and I think everyone just went out there and gave it their best. So
Yeah.
I didn't know how I was going to play, so I was really just happy though. I did Johnny Hansen's...
The ABA Natural Illinois, April 7th. That's where I first seen you. How'd you do with that show?
I got second in bikini tall.
Okay, so now you got a first place victory here. Came close to winning that $500 gift card from Visa. This guy, Joe Perez, the bikini overall winner, did not get a pro card at this show. They gave away a $500 gift card to the overall champ. You just barely missed that, but you got a first place trophy, and they're giving out great awards here. Yeah, so check these awards out. They got some of the best awards that money can buy for the NABBA Showdown here. So you got first place now. What's next for Liz Oliva?
I think I'm going to take the rest of the summer off, and I hope to be back next year. Hopefully with a little bit more muscle on me, just a little bit more tone, more defined. So.
Right. What gym do you train at?
I train at actually Charter Fitness, and I also train at 5 Star.
Okay, now a lot of people might look at you like that aren't associated with the bodybuilding world and think you don't eat at all. Think you might eat like a bird to look like this, but I'm sure you eat plenty of food. How many calories does it take to have a figure like this?
I probably eat anywhere between 1,500 and 1,700 calories a day, but I also train pretty hard. I do about an hour of cardio a day at least, and then about an hour of like
regular hardcore lifting?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 days, 6 days a week. Are you afraid of losing muscle at all, or what do you do to combat muscle loss from doing so much cardio, or is that something you don't even think about?
I don't even really think about it. I love doing cardio, so for me to get up in the morning and go for a run, it's not like doing cardio. It's fun for me. So.
Yeah, and a lot of bikini competitors, there's a misconception out there that you guys don't train as hard as everybody else does, but I've seen some of you bikini competitors in the gym, and you guys train like hell in the gym, just like everybody else does. Yeah. So do you tend to stick to the compound movements like squats and maybe some barbell rows, deadlifts, barbell curls, or do you do more machines and cable work?
Well, actually I train with Vince Robin, and he kills me. Like, we go hard or we don't go at all. Like,
that's how Vince does it. Go hard or go home.
Yeah, so we're always doing squats and lunges, and we run sprints outside, and we lunge back, and it's just crazy. It's just go, 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 but I love it.
Yeah, but you can't go wrong with having Vince Robbins as your trainer. He's one of the better ones in Illinois. So good stuff. So we'll be looking for you on the bikini circuit. So I think you found your niche. You want to stay in bikini, take some time off to improve. And we'll look for Liz Oliva next year on the bikini circuit. And be sure, if you guys need supplements, you can't go wrong with nutritiondirect.org. You can't go wrong with the prices, the types of supplements, the quality service. You just can't go wrong. nutritiondirect.org. They got locations in Joliet and Morris. Check them out. Until next time, you got Liz Oliva and Mike Newman. Thanks for watching.